Welcome back to the Baltimore Orioles franchise on MLB the Show. I'm your host, longtime listener. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and comment below. Before we get into action, some injury news as Brandon Marsh has broken his ankle and is going to miss 2 to 3 months. This is bad because Kyle Stowers has not really been getting it done at the major league level. We're going to have to put him on the 60-day DL, and that really doesn't leave us a good option to call anybody up and take his place. And then a couple days later, we lost Mark Benoit, our young third baseman, to a broken shin, and he's going to miss a couple of months. That one doesn't hurt as much, but it's still noteworthy. Now we go out to Camden Yards, where it's going to be a matchup of the Orioles and the Yankees. Both teams playing pretty good baseball of late, just a game separating them in the American League East, as it is going to be Grayson Rodriguez on the hill for the Orioles. He has been outstanding for the Orioles so far this season. In 9 starts, it's a 4-1 record with a 2.67 ERA and a 1.24 WHIP. Not giving up a lot of hits, but walks have been an issue, as has been the case with him so far in his career. He's got 30 of them in 60 innings worked. Starting things off is going to be a nice routine ground ball to second base. Now we'll look at the Yankees lineup in this one, as it is Driscoll batting leadoff DHing, then Kevin Vizcaino at short, Torres, Voit, and Urshela in the middle, then Clint Frazier, the young catcher Bernardo Aguilar in behind the dish, and then Haniger and Margot rounding out the lineup playing the outfield. 2-away in the inning, it's a ground ball through the shift by Gleyber Torres for the first base runner of the ball game. And then the next batter, Luke Voit, 2-1 pitch to him. Chopper up the middle, backhanded by Valaika, flips to second, and that's going to do it for the Yankees in their half of the first. On the hill for the Yankees is Jordan Montgomery, the veteran lefty. A 4.56 ERA is a little bit inflated. The WHIP is 1.35, which isn't terrible, but he's had trouble getting out of it, jams apparently. Starting things off, Jahmai Jones, routine fly in center. Margot has it. Now we'll look at the Orioles lineup. Jones still struggling, as is Mancini and Clay Hopkins. But then you've got Dickerson batting second, Mancini, Seager, and Bryant in the middle. Bryant still swinging a hot bat. Valaika and Rushman. Then it's Hopkins and Bobby Witt Jr. rounding out the lineup in this one. 2-way in the inning for Mancini. He works the count full and takes one back up the middle, gets through for a base hit. And the Orioles have their first base runner of the ball game. Next batter, Corey Seager, 2-2 pitch. He got a fastball to hit over the middle of the plate and up, but he gets under this one. That's going to be handled for the final out of the inning. On to the second. Clint Frazier with one away, swings through a changeup, and that's the first strikeout for Grayson Rodriguez, second out of the inning. Next batter, Bernardo Aguilar, back up the middle. He got the curveball and stayed back. Hits it through the middle of the infield and in for a 2-out single. Then it's Mitch Haniger, 3-2 pitch, is inside. Ball 4, makes it first and second, and brings up Manny Margot with a runner in scoring position. First pitch, he's swinging, takes one into right field. It's going to get down in front of Hopkins, but Aguilar unable to advance beyond third on the play, and now it's up to Jerome Driscoll. He's going to watch ball 4, so walks already an issue for Rodriguez, as they are going to play to run on the free pass there with the bases loaded. Then it's going to be a ball up the middle that's handled by Bobby Witt. Looked like it was going to get through, and Rodriguez able to escape danger there. Keeps it 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the second. It's Chris Bryant, rips one into the left field gap, and that ball is going to go all the way to the wall for a stand-up double to start off the inning. Then it's Pat Valaika, a rocket right at the left fielder. Clint Frazier handles that one, and that's the first out of the inning. Adley Rutschman gets one to hit, takes it into right field, just missed this one though. It's going to hang up and be caught. Bryant will advance to third on the play, but now 2 down in the inning as he is still 90 feet away from scoring. And it's up to Clay Hopkins, a 1-2 pitch. He gets it into right center field and down for a base knock, an RBI single with 2 away for Clay Hopkins. Nice piece of hitting there with 2 strikes, and we are tied at 1. He's going to take off on a 3-1 pitch, but Bobby Witt Jr. watches it outside for ball 4, so first and second now for Jahmai Jones. He hits a ground ball to short. That's going to be handled for the final out of the inning, and we are tied after 2 innings here with the score 1-1 thanks to the RBI single from Clay Hopkins. On to the third, Gleyber Torres finds a hole. Somehow that ball getting through the shift there, and it's going to be a leadoff base runner for the Yankees. Then it's Luke Voit. Got caught looking at a changeup down. Doesn't like the call, but that's the first out of the inning. Second K for Grayson Rodriguez. Next batter, Gio Urshela swinging at the first pitch. It's a ground ball to short. They go 6-4-3 to end the inning with the double play. And the Orioles now with a chance in the bottom of the third. It's going to be Corey Dickerson leading things off. Takes it up the middle for a base hit. And the Orioles in business here in the bottom of the third. Next batter, Trey Mancini hits it hard but right at Luke Voit. And they go 3-6-3 for the double play. That one really hurts and takes him out of a nice opportunity there. Now on to the fourth, Clint Frazier. 2-2 pitch is a hanger, and he takes it into right field for a leadoff single. So the Yankees with a chance to strike here. Now one away in the inning, Mitch Haniger gets a hanging slider and just crushes this ball into the left field bleachers. A 2-run job. His 8th of the year, that ball traveling 411 feet, and that was a line drive, so that ball was absolutely squared up, and the Yankees lead it 3-1. Rodriguez able to bounce back, though, as he gets Margot swinging at a fastball up and in for the second out. Then Jerome Driscoll back up the middle. Diving try by Witt. He knocks it down, but it's going to go down as an infield single, and the inning continues. Kevin Vizcaino, that one's back up the middle, but Witt able to handle that. And they get out of trouble there, but Mitch Haniger makes it 3-1 on the 2-run shot. Pitch count getting up there for Grayson Rodriguez as he has not been very sharp. Now one away in the fourth, it's Pat Valaika, takes one deep to center field. It's going to bounce over the wall for a ground roll double. Then it's Adley Rutschman, takes one into right field. Valaika's going to hold at third, and it's going to be runners on the corners. 1 out in the inning for Clay Hopkins. Remember, he had the 2-out RBI single earlier. This one is laced into center field. It's going to hang up and be caught, but Valaika able to tag. He's going to come in and score. It's a sacrifice fly for Hopkins, and now 3-2 as the Orioles inch closer, making it just a 1-run deficit now here with 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. Now on to the fifth. They are going to go to Pablo Navarro out of the bullpen. He hasn't been very sharp for them so far this season, struggling to miss bats, unfortunately, but he gets it started here. A nice pitch there. Gets Luke Voit looking. His second time he's gone down on strikes. First K for Navarro. Now 2 outs in the inning. And it's another looking strikeout. And we go to the bottom of the fifth with the Yankees still leading 3-2. Nobody out here in the fifth. It's Jahmai Jones. Could not hold up on the curveball from Montgomery. He's down on strikes for the first out of the inning. Now with 1 away, Corey Dickerson gets a nice pitch to hit here. Takes it into shallow left center field. That's going to get down for a 1-out single by Dickerson. Now 2-1 pitch to Mancini. They're going to put him in motion. He swings through it, and Dickerson able to get a rare stolen base. Not a guy known for his speed. That's his first of the year. Now 2-2 pitch to Mancini. That same curveball, and he couldn't hold up on it. And that's now 2 down in the inning. Pitch count getting up there for Jordan Montgomery. It's Corey Seager, got one to hit, but just missed it. That's going to be a fly ball to deep center field, handled for the final out of the inning. And we go to the sixth with the Yankees still out in front by 1. Now on to the top of the sixth. It's Navarro still out there. After retiring the first 2, gets a weak ground ball, so 2 strong innings from him. And the Orioles with another opportunity, and the Yankees having to turn to the bullpen with Nick Birdie coming on. The hard-throwing right-hander has been pretty good for them so far this year. The ERA sitting at 3.34, not too bad. It's going to be Chris Bryant starting things off. He got him with a slider for the strike 3 there. And now 2 out in the inning for Adley Rutschman. Got one to hit there, rips it into right field. That's going to be a base knock. He is swinging the bat pretty well for the Orioles. Still hasn't really had much of a power stroke going, but you'll take what you can get out of the catcher. Next batter, Clay Hopkins. He's going to stay hot as he takes that one into the right field corner for a double. Rutschman will have to hold at third, so it's second and third now, and they are going to pinch hit with Ryan Montcastle to get some extra pop, but doesn't matter as the Yankees are going to intentionally walk him to load the bases now. That brings up Jahmai Jones in the leadoff spot, but the Orioles going to use some more strategy here as they turn to Jorge Colon off the bench, who has been swinging a very hot bat. 1-1 pitch to him. He laces one into left field. It's going to get down. Hopkins is going to try and score. The throw from Frazier to the plate is going to nail him, though. That will end the inning, but the Orioles have tied it at 3, and we are now headed to the 7th inning, all square, 3 apiece. Now on to the top of the 7th. Navarro still out there. He gets Margot looking. That is now 4 strikeouts for Pablo Navarro, first out there. And then it's Driscoll, swing and a miss. Give another strikeout to Pablo Navarro as he is pretty well locked in now. Now 2 outs in the inning, though. Vizcaino gets this one back up the middle. It barely sneaks through. He's got decent speed as well, so with 2 outs, look out for a steal. And there he goes. He got a good pitch to run on as it was off speed. Throw was a little bit high, and he beats it for his 8th stolen base of the year. Now it's Gleyber Torres. Fastball up, misses for ball 4, makes it 1st and 2nd now with 2 away. Navarro going to stay out there, and he gets Luke Voigt to ground out to short to end the threat. So 3 strong innings from Pablo Navarro in relief. Now on to the top of the 9th, 2 away. A 2-2 pitch looked really good there, but Driscoll lays off. He gets the call, and that is going to or actually that was a 1-2 pitch. Should have been strike 3. Next pitch, he goes back up the middle, and it's into center field. Jeremy Jeffress was doing a very good job in relief, but they are going to turn to Raisel Iglesias just to try and get this final out of the 9th and give the Orioles a chance to walk it off in the bottom half of the inning. And Iglesias has been very good for the Orioles so far this season. 2-2 pitch there looked really good. Again, doesn't get the call. That's going to make it full count, 2 outs. So the runner in motion, but he gets him with a slider, and we're going to the bottom of the 9th with the Orioles having a chance to walk it off in their half. First batter, Clay Hopkins, down the third base line. That ball stays fair. Good job by Frazier to get to this and hold him to a single. But Hopkins has speed, and he is going to use it. Wait, what's going on here? He's on second. He stole second. And then Montcastle hits that fly ball into right field to make it runner on third and 1 out. And Colon hits one into center field he thought was going to get down, but Margot gets to it. No chance to tag there as it was just hit too shallow. Now with 2 outs, it's Corey Dickerson. Got one to hit, but a little bit late on the curveball, and that's going to be routine to left field. We're going to extras. Free baseball here at Camden Yards as it's 3-3 heading to the 10th. First batter is going to be down on strikes as Iglesias stays out there and gets Torres swinging. Then it's Luke Voigt through the right side on a 1-2 pitch. He was behind in the count, 0-2, able to deliver a big base knock there, make it 1st and 3rd, 1 out. Then it's Gio Urshela, 1-2 pitch to him, is also taken back up the middle, and that ball gets into to center field. They're going to make it 1st and 3rd, though, as he is able to at least cut it off. But another opportunity for the Yankees here, and they already have the lead. But it's a swinging strikeout there for a huge 2nd out of the inning. Then it's Bernardo Aguilar, ground ball to short. That is going to be handled for the final out of the inning. The Yankees get 1. The Orioles are going to have to get it done in the bottom half of the 10th as Gio Urshela puts him on top with the RBI single. Now on to try and close it is Jose Leclerc. He's 12 of 14 in save opportunities. Hasn't been all that fantastic for them with a 3.24 ERA, but a good start here as he gets Trey Mancini swinging at a nice changeup down in the dirt. That's the 1st out. That brings up Corey Seager. 0-2. He goes down and gets a changeup, takes it into left center field. Dickerson had to make sure that ball would get down. It's going to short hop the wall. He is going to come around to score. Seager into second with a double, and the Orioles have tied it with 1 away. Then it's Chris Bryant. Takes one on a 1-0 pitch up the middle. Seager around. He's going to score. The Orioles are going to walk it off here at home. They take it 5-4 in 10 innings as they rally in the 10th to put up 2 runs and take this one a nice victory against a division opponent at home. And we'll take a look at the box score. Player of the game is definitely Clay Hopkins. Was 3 for 3 with a double, 2 RBIs, including a sacrifice fly. Iglesias got the win, going 1 1/3, 2 hits, 3 strikeouts. Did give up an earned run, but got the job done. Jose Leclerc, a tough outing for him as he gave up 2 hits, 2 earned in the extra inning scenario, trying to close it down with just the 1-run lead and could not get the job done. A look at some statistics here as we will flip over to the box score eventually. Wait for it. There it is. 11 hits for the Yankees, 3 walks, 12 strikeouts. Everybody in the lineup had at least 1 hit for them in this ball game, so that's pretty impressive. Vizcaíno stole a bag. Montgomery wasn't bad. 7 hits and a walk across 5 innings, 2 earned runs. Birdie did not do a very good job in the inning of relief that he worked. Daniel Norris was sharp. Didn't get to see him pitch because we just kind of didn't have much going on in the 7th and 8th innings. What's his name? Lasiga was very sharp as well. 13 hits for the Orioles against 2 walks and 5 strikeouts. A 3-hit day for Hopkins. 2 hits for Rutschman. 2 hits for Dickerson. Pretty much everybody contributing in this one. 4 doubles for the team. Stolen bases for Dickerson and Hopkins. You got to see what pretty much everybody but Jeremy Jeffress did. Jeffress only giving up the 1 hit in an inning and 2/3. He was pretty sharp, honestly, in that one. And the guy that got the hit, he had him struck out. But that is going to do it for this one. Iglesias getting the win, improving to 4-0 on the year. The Orioles take it 5-4 here at Camden Yards, and we are not done yet. Wait for it. Before we wrap up the episode, it is time for the, 2023 amateur draft here, according to the splash there at the bottom of the screen. We are picking 25th in this season's draft. So despite winning the World Series, they base it on your regular season standings, as far as I can tell. Now look at this. The top 5 teams in the league, all National League. So that's kind of interesting. But anyway, let's get after it. It's probably unlikely that we get a stud here in this first round. The deeper you fall in the draft, it just tends to be tough to find guys that are like major league ready and have high potential. So we're looking for somebody that's 2024 with an A potential. This is probably our guy right here. He's the only one up here that's got he's an 80 potential and fully scouted as such. And he's a 70 overall. So the guy, and he's 18. So he's got good control, good walks per 9, which I really like. The Ks per 9 are solid. The stamina is pretty good. Now, he doesn't throw real hard. But it says he's in a low risk of injury. He's got a 4-seam, a sinker, a changeup, and a cutter. So I don't like that he doesn't have a traditional breaking ball, but he's got a sinker that will kind of act like a 2-seam almost. And then the cutter, he throws it hard. So he's got movement with those 3 different fastballs. And then he throws a changeup. I think this is our guy. I'm not going to get caught up on the fact that he doesn't throw a slider or that he doesn't throw like absolute gas, because he's young. He's got high upside as far as his potential, low injury risk, and good command. So we're going to go with this guy. I think that's the safest bet. Just out of curiosity, man, I wish this guy was fully scouted, because he's a 75 potential according to this. He's got some pop. He's already 24 and can't really hit contact-wise, so I don't think that's a very prudent decision when you've got a pretty surefire pick right here. That gives us, honestly, it gives us depth at the starting pitching position to where, like Pablo Navarro is a guy that I don't really have a spot for in the rotation right now, and won't for a couple of years. By that time, this guy might be ready. So, enough talk. Let's get after it here. So, Joshua Doherty, our first pick. Now, round 2. And what's left? There's another starting pitcher here who is listed as a 75 potential, also 18 years old. He's a lefty. He's got a 4-pitch mix, including fastball, changeup, slider, and sweeping curve. Decent control and pretty good walks per 9. The stamina is not the greatest. But again, another pretty good starting pitcher. I like that he's left-handed. Let's look around a little bit, because if there's a position player that I can get that's an 80 overall or an 80 potential, I want to at least give him a look. Holy cripes, there's nobody. let's sort here. I mean, there's just, look at this. There's nobody with 80 potential except for a closing pitcher, and then nobody else. Yuck. This is going to be a bad draft class, guys. So I think seeing that, I almost have to go with this guy. He's probably a B potential, maybe even high B if we get lucky, and he's got pretty good stuff. So, and at 18 years old, it's another starting pitcher to throw into my arsenal. But we're not going to get any. Wait, what is this? Competitive balance round B. There's just nobody left for me to pick. This sucks. Here's a 75 potential, and he's got pretty good contact and good plate skills. His defense isn't the greatest. He's got decent speed. Second baseman, plays third and second. He's high injury risk, which stinks, but should be a B potential, and it's a position player that we're hurting for. So let's do it. Jeffrey Cole, welcome to the Orioles. Third round, and it's going to start getting into slim pickings here. Let's sort by scouted. I think I got to take this closer. He's 21. He's an A-ish potential, probably. Always good to have relievers. Fastball, slider, sinker is not the greatest mix. He's got decent walks per 9. The command is a little bit of an issue at 40. But he's young. What else is out here? I don't want another starter. Got loads of them. Nothing. Just nothing. Sort here. See if there's anything. Wait. Yeah. I might. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take. I'm going to take this guy because I know that he's got some good potential. And then the rest of the way, I'm going to just basically sort by potential. Even though I don't have these guys scouted, I'm going to just hope that I get a diamond in the rough. So here, Chris Castilla. Really not sure what to expect out of this guy. Switch hitter, 21 years old, pretty good speed. Just not sure what kind of bat to expect from him. Just taking him, hoping that his potential holds up and that he's at least like a B. So we'll see how that goes. And now, same strategy. Although we're down to where there's no position players that are a 75 potential or higher. So, ooh, look at this guy. 75 potential, 75 overall, and he's only 19. So even if his potential is not as good as what it says, if his overall holds up, he's a good pitcher. So we're going to take him. Lots of pitching in this draft. Pitching is usually the easiest for me to find for whatever reason. I struggle to find good. Is this the last pick, I assume? Alright, so no good potential. This guy was partially scouted, and he's also supposed to be pretty good. Throws gas. Let's just do it. Whatever. Alright, let's go take a look at what we got here. Sign draft picks. Now, Joshua Doherty is a 88 potential, 74 overall. And he's only 18. Guys, this could end up being a really good pick. Because he should develop. He could even turn into an A potential before long. So keep an eye out for Joshua Doherty in the relatively near future. We're going to give him $120K a year. Phil Colligan, an 86 potential, 72 overall, also 18 years old. Stamina is not the greatest, but pretty good pick there for our second pick of the draft. A lefty that's definitely got some upside. I like it. Now, Jeffrey Cole is a low B as far as his potential. Doesn't have much power, but he does have good vision and discipline. And he's got pretty good speed. The defense needs to come along. But give him a few years. If that contact rating comes way up, he could be another guy that's kind of like Jorge Colon, where even though his power numbers are not the greatest, if you just put the ball in play with consistency, you can end up being a pretty good player. Now, this turned out to be a pretty good pick. Roger Pena, he's an 88 on the potential. 65 overall is not the greatest. But, you know, there's upside there. He's only 21, and with the high B potential, he should end up being pretty decent in a few years. So, sign him up. Chris Castilla is a 48 overall, and he's a mid to high C potential. He's just never going to be very good. He's got some speed, average defender, but he just can't hit. So he gets 80K a year. 69 overall for Ahmad Ilvino, but a D potential. It's a high D, but that doesn't really matter. He's not going to get much better, but he'll be a good piece for us in the minors for a while. Sign him up. And then how about this guy? He's a D potential, but he's a 74 overall. So just stay there as far as your overall, and maybe he pitches well enough in like AA to get that over or to get that potential up into the C or even high C range eventually. And he could end up being a pretty good option for us as a, middle relief guy. He throws gas. And his command isn't that bad. So he could end up being a really good minor league pitcher. So all in all, this pick right here is a big disappointment. These two are not bad considering I hadn't really done much scouting of them. I didn't scout this guy at all. And then this was a good pick considering that was our fourth pick of the draft. I wish the overall was a little bit higher, but in 3 or 4 years, he could be a piece that we can use in the majors. And then we got a second baseman that is going to need some time to develop, but could end up being pretty good. These two, though, that is a great pair of arms at the top of the draft class. A good right-hander and a good left-hander. I wish the stamina was a little higher for both of them, but they're still young, and that will, slowly improve as time goes on. But guys, that is going to do it for this episode. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment below, and we will see y'all next time.